You ain't ready, bro.
You ain't got what it takes to do it like me. Get your head up in the game or you can sightsee. Waiting for a handout, this ain't that right league. Spend so much time out here balling, it's my wifey. These are what I live, I breathe, I sleep, my dreams are lavish. Went from check to check to check the balance. I press, I bet you flop, you all theatric. I'm mostly savage, gambling, take advantage. I'm here to ball while you call off work. When that top jump back, what I call off vert. Before I hit my context, check my call off first. See if I can make a play to get it all off merge. Woo! Let an animal loose. My separation off finesse, I'm just preparing to shoot. Or I can put you on some skates, breaking ankles and dudes. Saying this is what they pay me to do. I don't think you're trying to get
You don't even know, bro. Me too.
You don't want it.
You can see my side and your side. Fuck it. I don't think you want. Fuck you. Come on, Heavy. We ain't got all day. I'm waiting for you.
The Bulls are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this one.
Lying.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
You better be ready.
This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg
hold
Anthony,
up.
Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup.
Fuck that. I can't play like this. The camera all sideways and shit.
Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5.
No, man.
And it's Mirotic in the 3 slot.
Woo!
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Sullinger the screen. Johnson, that's for 2. No luck. And the Bulls going the other way now. Rose with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Rose kicks to Butler. And they call over the back here.
Damn, Gasol.
You know,
right. He's like, I'm sorry. Don't beat me up.
I mean, they've got to make that call over.
He's like, nigga, man.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness. I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Ooh, where you going?
Rose again.
Whoa. Fuck that.
Rose.
I don't care.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson.
Where you at, Rose?
That'll be his second foul of the game.
They may need to sit him out, Kevin. That's his second foul in less than a minute.
Evan Turner. He's checked in for Amir Johnson.
Ah, way off. Grab the fucking ball.
Bradley can't get it to go.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Oh.
And it's Rose. This time the
I did not
assist
see
by Butler.
Rose creeping up in there.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
What?
Noah with the block. And it's Rose penetrating. The kick outside to Butler.
Ah, that's
Tries
needed.
again. They get the rebound.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow.
Come on, bro.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
Fuck that.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Rose dishes to Noah. It's
Fell on the
good this
floor,
time, the
bitch.
assist from Rose.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
What happened there?
For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom.
Everybody
Thibodeau,
gets
and
lucky.
The Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including
just
yourself.
got
Yeah,
lucky.
you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
Now Rose, after Isaiah Thomas missed from long range.
That's what happens when you
And
don't
that
have
is
your
good.
hands up.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Thomas. Second chance shot. Crowder. Bradley, no one around him. And good as it just
I know.
snugs right down through the net.
He was the defensive player of the year one year. I think 2007.
The Bulls leading by 3.
And with Thibs, he did end up getting fired from the Bulls this
Fuck.
past season.
Fuck Rose.
Some saw it coming, but still, I think surprising given
Reach out,
the
teach.
level of success he had. His imprint is all
the fuck
over
out.
this Bulls team.
My
and the
hand was
way
in your
they
face.
approach the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Olenek is checked in for Zellinger. Urebko comes in for Jay Crowder. And Smart subbed in for Bradley. And it's Butler missing.
And this quarter, he
What
has
the fuck?
clearly been off the mark.
Why would you? Oh my god.
And when you look at how Thibs got fired, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why a coach can be let go. I mean, he didn't have any performance issues, but apparently clashed in some form or fashion with the front office. Sometimes that's all it takes to be asked to go somewhere else.
And the Bulls making a change here. Moore is checked in.
What?
Got a piece of it.
What an idiot.
And it's out of bounds.
Look,
Last touch
missed the
by
wide open
Thomas.
shot.
Chicago leading by
Call
5.
timeout.
Dunleavy for 3. No luck. Good work.
That wasn't
defensively
wide
by
open.
Turner. And now with the fast break, Smart with the
And
ball.
one.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Here's Gibson. And Boston with the rebound.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
46 seconds left in
What?
the first quarter of the game. And
I'll
a
take
fast
that.
break now for the Celtics. Thomas is running. And they take the lead.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
To the paint.
Oh,
Now
he
here's
tried to
Turner.
dunk it on you,
After the move
bro.
from Doug McDermott.
He was about to
Terrific
dunk
job
it
that time
on you. You're so
defending
lucky
at
he
the rim.
fouled.
I mean, it's not an easy task.
And they didn't count it.
Stopping that fella when he's headed to
out.
the bucket like that. Good job.
Thomas against Brooks. To the inside.
I'll take it all day.
And Smart the bucket on the assist by Thomas. Smart's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
But who's
So,
up, though?
Both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Celtics lead by 2.
That 2 points could turn into 10 points, and then you like, oh my god, what happened?
Up to this point, a
My bench
closely
is too
contested
lit, though.
game as we start the
That's
second
just it.
quarter.
It's like starters again.
And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you,
So it's like
stats-wise?
nothing. Because Smart
It's
is
been about the
nice.
pace. You can see
Smart,
they're
bro.
going to try to keep
Didn't
this
even know.
game in the open floor.
Oh,
Yeah, and you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're
No,
getting some
pass
easy
it.
buckets in transition here.
Fucking ball
And a moment now to
movement.
reset the lines, courtosy of
Yeah,
Gatorade.
get it
All
in there.
fueled up for the second quarter of basketball.
Hot
On the court
potato,
right
hot
now for the
potato.
Celtics.
Hot potato, hot
Smart and Bradley, the
potato.
guards.
You ain't ready for all
Johnson
that.
is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Crowder in it, the small forward. Portis, the best.
You're just trying to
Can't get it to go.
isolations and shit.
Good D by
I'm about to
Sullinger.
Euro your ass.
Well, so far for Coach Brad Stevens, the Celtics have had nothing but praise for their outstanding young coach. No surprise for those of us who know Brad. The team is really
Get
moving
that
ahead
shit out.
in the rebuilding process, and he gets a lot of the credit for that.
That's a foul.
And here come the
On top
Celtics
of his
again,
own
Boston with the
teammate.
fast break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Oh,
And
let
part
me
of the
not
reason
do
why
it.
the Celtics are ahead of schedule
Ooh,
in the
he
rebuild
wants it.
is because of Coach Brad Stevens. He has everyone on the same page.
You know what? You talk around
Come on,
the
what are
league
you
about
hitting it
Coach
for?
Stevens, and other
Get
coaches
your hand
are
out of
just
here, girl.
astounded by his
Ain't
work
about that
ethic.
life.
People around the league think he's already a top coach. He could be one of the greats by the time he's done if he stays at the professional level.
Butler, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. Johnson gets the bucket.
Nigga looking like a
ball
point
movement
guard
there,
out there.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And watching Amir Johnson Clark, he seems so casual about silently destroying opponents in the paint, and he's carried that air about him almost his entire career.
You know what? He's rarely had plays called for him, Kevin. He doesn't produce a bunch of highlights, but he's really potent. I mean, one of the league's best at defending opponents at the rim, grabbing in traffic rebounds. Those both are
Oh,
valuable
lucky
assets.
he got a wide open shot.
I'm not sure that was the
Hot
play they
potato,
had
hot
set up.
potato.
It was too good a look to pass it.
Hot potato, hot potato.
Kicks to Sullinger.
Hot potato, hot
Dishes to
potato.
Johnson. Sullinger pass to Johnson. And
Ah,
Sullinger
bullshit.
missing.
And talking about Amir Johnson, he's really the last of a discontinued model, if you will. When the Pistons called his name in the 2005 NBA draft, the year before the rookie age limit was put in place, he became the last 18-year-old drafted into
Hey,
our
more.
league. And it did take him a number
Like
of
that
years to
heavy.
kind of get up to the pro speed.
That's why you missed stuff.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum
No,
changer
you
right
spin the
there.
wrong way, you
Could be,
fucking
Kevin. I
idiot.
mean, a dunk like that can sometimes
He
get an
spun right
opponent
into the out of
reeling.
bounds like an idiot. Like, oh, I'm out of bounds.
And Chicago has
Like,
possession.
what? What's going on here?
Guys, did you know not once in Johnson's
What?
10 seasons
I'm
has he
confused.
averaged more than 11 points or 7.5 rebounds a game? Sometimes he doesn't even start.
Why don't
Yet,
you-
there's
why
a
don't you
certain
get
set
on
of
him?
followers who feel Amir Johnson is among the most valuable, efficient players in the league.
Why are you jumping?
And the foul on Derrick Rose.
I was about to, ooh,
That's his first foul.
I was about to slam it.
Evan Turner, he's checked in.
You want to see this big nigga put in work? Look at this.
Dunleavy's
Ready,
checked
watch
in
this.
for Chicago.
Watch
Brooks
this.
comes in for Derrick Rose.
You don't even know this, bro.
Here's your Repco.
Oh,
And no good. The dry spell
let me get it wide open
continuing
and
for
you
him.
see what happens. You see how
Near
accurate
the
that was?
three-point line, it's Dunleavy. The kick outside to Butler. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago.
What? Off balance
Brooks
shot and
misses.
shit. Fuck out of here. Ooh, I told you, you don't even know.
Here's your
This
Repco.
big nigga's out here
Defended
for
by
blood.
Butler.
He's like, what? 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 Oh, I put it in.
Your Repco in the post.
And very little
Right in
fight
your
put up
asshole.
by the defense as he made his
Where you
way
going?
to the bucket for the champ.
They did seem to take
Where you
the
going?
cautious approach,
Nowhere.
Greg, when it came
You
to
ain't
defending
going
that. You're right.
Hey
nowhere.
guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Whoa.
The Celtics
That was
really
kinda
seemed to
fake.
get better as
Okay.
last season wore on, too. GA finished the year looking very
I'll take
dangerous.
this.
Kevin, with the Celtics, they were dynamite after the All-Star break. Had the second best record in the Eastern Conference post-All-Star.
Oh,
Here's Dunleavy. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they're just giving them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Crowder with the steal.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the fuck happened in here, bro? Get the fuck out. It was my fault.
Crowder with the steal. Puts up the baby hook.
Oh, what?
And it's Dunleavy with the rebound.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish.
I gave you that. Hope you know that.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on. You had to go for it, didn't you?
Yeah,
Look out of
he's
here.
an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although
Try to return the favor my ass. You were all over my ass.
That's a 2 from Butler.
You airballing it.
Way
What?
off on that one.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Whoa.
Yeah, look at the coach's
Whoa.
face and the expression.
I'm confused right
It
here.
says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Here's Crowder. And it's off from 3-point range. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Boston on top, leading by just 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
You said far from over, nigga. You got 6 turnovers. Get out my face. 4.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
I got 4,
like what
nigga.
Derrick Rose has done in this game.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Gotta like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
And
damn, I'm about to fuck you up and
in
shit.
that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
So for Chicago right now, at the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Mirotic in at the 3, the small forward. And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining a level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's
Come on, bro.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Talking about Sullinger, you wonder if he's been in the right stage for the past couple of years. He's not a three-point shooter. He's a back-to-the-basket banger. You want proof, only hit 28% from behind the arc last season, and that was his career high. And they get one now, 1 of 5 here in the third.
Bradley against Butler. Stolen by Noah. Rose against Thomas. Rose kicks to Butler. But they recover it. Mirotic dishes to Noah. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, on the topic of Sullinger, guys, he said publicly that people are doubting him. And he's right. I mean, until he gets in better shape and stays that way, there will always be questions surrounding that part of his game. Hopefully for him going forward, he can be more Duncan than Diaw in the way he treats his body.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Avery Bradley. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Portis comes in for Pau Gasol. McDermott's checked in for Mirotic. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Butler. Here's Johnson. And that one is stuffed right through.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense
You just
forces
can't.
a miss and then
Oh, I was about to say, you
rebound
let
and finish
Kelly
off the
break your
defense.
ankles
They're
and make a
hanging
3
their
on
heads in
you.
their
That'd be
chest
right.
now.
Rose passes to Portis. Here's McDermott. And airball.
Air ball. He said it.
Thomas with the
He
ball.
said it.
And Rose picks him up defensively. Smart, wide open, he fires. And it's off target, not sure why he took that one. Thomas hits the
That's
bucket.
too fast for you, bro. You
And
don't even
good
know what's going
passing,
on.
setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been
It's just like, steal, pass, shot. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah, he was on the run.
Already making points.
Time called
no,
here, the
no time to
Bulls
react.
decide to talk it over.
My guy's getting back on
Guys, as
defense
much
real
as
quick
Isaiah
too.
Thomas can help you on
Giving no
offense.
fucks.
At times, he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give
See?
help. And of
That's
course,
not even
that
me.
leaves
That's
your
dumb,
defense
nigga.
vulnerable,
The Celtics are
particularly
fucking
on the
diesel,
weak
bro.
side and
That's not even
defensive
me,
back.
bro. That's just dumb.
Here's what Boston's going with right now.
Bang!
Yaremko's checked in for Jay Crowder. And Turner's subbed in for Thomas.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the
Ooh,
finish?
my
Greg,
face.
nothing spurs some quick offense
Oh,
like
he's
a great
heated.
play
He
defensively.
wants it back.
That
Whoa,
indicates the
what?
importance of
Why you
great
passing it all the way
on-the-ball
across the
defense,
court
as
to
was
me?
displayed right
Sit
there.
your ass down, boy. Fuck off my
Greg, you're
team.
talking about Isaiah Thomas before. Certainly
call a
his
timeout,
short
sit his ass
stature
down.
limits him on Clark, the
He
defensive
lost
side.
the
Yeah,
right
but
to
you know
be
what?
on the
He
floor.
doesn't rack up a ton of steals, given his instincts
I was
and
there.
quickness. I think he really focuses on making his impact.
Don't
at
be
the
running into my
offensive
niggas.
Justin
We
Holiday
don't want
checked
your
in
bullshit
for
up in there.
Chicago. And 101 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Smart.
Oh,
It's tipped. Near the three-point line, it's Dunleavy. And again, Chicago, no good. Here's Turner. He dishes it to a
try to do some wild shit.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
I see.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Oh,
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Yaremko kicks to Smart. Stolen by Brooks. Bulls moving the ball around. And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Here's Smart. Reverses.
what?
It's deflected. And oh, here we go. Dunleavy's got it. The fast break chance. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in.
That was so butt.
Now
Never
it's just
again.
a 3-point Celtic lead. Pass to Jerebko.
Go in, bitch.
Here's Johnson. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish.
Damn.
That's something.
That
we
nigga
say
wanted
about
that
him.
ball.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Celtics lead by 5.
Yeah.
And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
Hey, you brought it to a 5 point. At least it's not
We
10.
welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Bulls trail by 5. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Jared Sullinger is out there with Amir Johnson. And it's Thomas in a point guard. That's the Boston 5. Bradley dishes to Sullinger. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Boston.
Backcourt? No?
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but
What the
also
fuck,
done a great
Sullinger?
job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And it's Rose penetrating. Here's Butler. Bradley with some nice D.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And what a
What are you talking about?
tremendous
He's on
game
fire.
for Johnson.
Cash.
He's got 10 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but
Cash.
he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Boston.
Damn.
And no doubt last season the Bulls were clearly preparing for the playoffs. They played their rookies but added a lot of playoff seasoned veterans to that roster.
Bulls trail by 5. Rose goes in and taken away by Johnson. Here's Crowder.
What
And
the fuck?
Mirotic sends it back.
What?
And he's able to get it back.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Got a piece of it. Gasol passes to Butler. A 3-pointer off the mark. Celtics leading by 5. It's stolen by Rose. Inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Well, taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down. Greg started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established
Bow,
himself as
chicka,
one
bow,
of the top
bow.
defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's
Where the
take
fuck you
advantage
come
of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
Thank you, Doris. And Sullinger kicks to Johnson. Thomas dishes to Crowder. Over Mirotic.
What the fuck
Shot
is
by Crowder,
going
no good.
on, bro? Niggas missing
You know, with
wide
Avery
open
Bradley, he was
shots.
the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting, injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
And how about the execution, really when it matters most?
Oh,
He knew he
that's where
had
you
the
make
height
it,
advantage
bitch ass
and just got the
motherfucking
job
nigga.
done. No need to pass in that
Dreadlock
situation.
having ass.
And taken away by Johnson. And the call will be
Oh,
against Joakim
you rich I
Noah.
teach, homie.
That is his first foul of the game.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the past 2 years. He's finally found consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Johnson with a screen on Rose. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Boston.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
One-on-one here. Here's Crowder. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Look at what Bradley has done so far. He has 8 points and 1 steal as well.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 9-point ball game here.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, You can't keep sending them to the line.
Another
Whoa,
shot.
that's
And
bullshit.
it's blocked by Mirotic. And it's Rose penetrating. They get it back. Noah, the pass to Rose. Here's Gasol. So the whistle blows on the shot.
Damn,
Two
nigga.
free throws for the contact right there.
How many opportunities you gonna get?
Good on the first, and that brings them within 8. Gasol drops 2.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it. Whoa, that'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Nails it. And now they trail by just 4.
He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Bradley with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat. Talking bad shit.
Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
It's been a nice game for Butler. He has 12 points and 4 assists. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Yeah, not a combination that too many players in our league possess.
Here's Rose. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
You don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And he ends up making the second, and that brings them within 2 here.
Oh,
nice
I'll cross you.
From him.
I'll cross
yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that quickly all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display.
Chicago with the ball. To tie it up. It's in! A huge shot to tie it up.
How about the way he's able to
shakalaka.
angle his body,
Fuck
shield the
you,
big fella
motherfucker.
off, and still get the finish.
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's Crowder. Off target from downtown. Regulation is ending. We're heading to overtime.
Fuck you.
And we'll be back with you right after this. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. And it's Chicago to start out. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup.
Don't tell me bullshit starts happening.
So for Chicago right now, the big men are Gibson and Noah. Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter. And it's Rose in at the 1 spot. Here's Olenek. Good on the 13-footer.
All that shit for nothing.
Olenek got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
That's a huge basket. Just taking advantage of the size mismatch and able to drain that mid-range jump shot. Really good basketball. No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Why are you distracting Smart like that?
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
The Bulls shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Rose attacking. Thomas with the steal. Stolen by Noah.
Fuck?
Here's Butler. Pass to Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 23 points for Rose.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he commits.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Butler. Jared Sullinger's checked in for the Celtics. Bradley comes in for Smart. And Chicago also making a switch. Mirotic is checked in for Dunleavy. We play just over a minute here in OT. Feeds to Johnson. Back to Thomas. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Thomas. He kicks to Sullinger. Here's Johnson. The rebound by Gibson. Chicago leading. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Noah. 16 points for Butler.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
Fucking heavy.
A wall of defense
shit.
when it comes to attacking the paint.
My niggas just
plain
missing.
and simple.
And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. They get it back. Mirotic. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
For Chicago, they've gone a little over 50% from the field in overtime. They're 4 of 6. It's tipped and taken away by Johnson.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Mirotic has a wide open look. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Bradley. Money.
Guys, they didn't waste that fast break opportunity. Good aggressive pass to get his teammate to the rim. I love it.
To the middle. Here's Butler. Count it.
Kevin, that was so clutch. Now they really need a defensive stand.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're losing by 1. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first overtime.
You shut the fuck up, bitch. Bitch ass nigga. You about to lose, bro. You think I'm scared? If you win, you win by 1. Yes. What?
And Sullinger kicks to Thomas. Releases from 15.
Wow.
Not enough on that one as it misses. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's Bradley. Oh, no good on the dunk. Yes! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
You niggas couldn't box out at the right moment. My niggas are all over that glass.
Chicago calls timeout.
I see.
Just 2 seconds left to play in OT.
All you seen was all white jerseys in the paint. Where the fuck the black jerseys at?
Here's Rose. Oh, no good there. Another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back
OT, OT. It's never much love when we go OT.
Welcome back to overtime basketball in what has been a tremendous battle so far. We're going to keep this one going. So
What the fuck?
And the official says this is a backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Looking to get it going.
What?
Noah with the block. Here's Butler. They get it back.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him. Thomas with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Johnson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he jams it with authority.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
And again, Boston running the court in transition. Finished off the break.
Or you just got a dildo stuck up their ass.
Point Celtic lead.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
There's Rose with the 3.
Stop sitting on dick.
It in. Crowder's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Bad for your health.
There's Thomas. Plenty of space. A quick shot there.
Can't get a fucking 3, bro. Not even if I fucking life depended on it.
Can't cash in from close range.
Yeah, the fucking game is taking too long. They don't give a fuck.
It's been ugly to see.
And that's out of bounds.
They're like, you know what? Whatever. Call timeout, homie.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're in front by 4. 1:29 left to play in the second overtime period. Could not get a winner with just 1. Chicago on defense. Here's Sullinger. Chicago with the rebound.
Nigga fell out his ass.
Got 7 rebounds in the game.
Nigga's so big that it makes it funny.
And finished off by Gasol.
Okay.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Rose, no good.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is. Looking at the game Rose has been having, 25 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Noah.
When Joakim Noah is allowed to heat up, this is what you get.
To the middle, and Thomas has it in the corner. Releases. Yes!
How sweet was that? Thomas has terrific form.
Here's Rose.
And it's still within reach.
But they have to be really close to perfect from here on out. I mean, they have to get their offense right on target, right on target.
He kicked that shit out their head. He said, "Oh."
Another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He was on that pass in the flash. Read it.
He was on that pass on the flash.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they?
Whoa.
They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you got to take it and make it. You know, they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Yeah, definitely something to keep in mind for them right now.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 1. There's 10 seconds left to play in the second overtime of quite a heated game. What do you think, guys?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Definitely. I mean, they're in good shape here, in my opinion. Shot clock's off, but still enough time left on the game clock to really run your normal set here.
I'm confused. I don't know who the fuck pass it to. Fuck.
And so here is Chicago. It's a 1-point game. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2. Johnson outside.
Dang.
Thomas dishes to Johnson. Back to Thomas.
Oh, that was it. Damn it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on
That's it. That's game.
And
That
so
was
he's
the last
picked up
shot.
his final foul. He will sit for the rest
Fuck
of this
you,
game.
Abby.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
A three-pointer here might have us headed to another overtime period.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. Clark, a double overtime game can really take its toll on the players. And after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
Fuck out of
Exactly, but I'll
here.
tell you what, they
You
showed
got
me the
lucky.
heart of a champion here in this one.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
Double low T. I don't quit. You try? Can you do one-on-one? My players.
I don't know about no one-on-one, though.
Well, you want to play another one?
Hell no, man. I'm about to go to sleep, nigga. I'll bust your ass. We can play tomorrow in the morning, though.
Alright. Hell no, you didn't beat me, nigga. Fuck that. What?
You going to sleep or something?
Nah, I'm not going to sleep.
You going to be up for a while? Yeah, I'm probably just going to Netflix until I fall asleep, dude. Because I got to be up at 6.
Damn.
I guess it's 2 o'clock.
Yeah, over here it's 2 too. 3 over here. Alright, bro. Have a good night. Then I got it.